Hello everyone and welcome back to Genshin Impact. The audio quality might be a little different from what you're used to because I am currently in an apartment. And we're gonna do the SUMERU story. I'm really late to this because, look, Tainari's about to leave in less than a day now. Like, it's almost 24 hours remaining.
To SUMERU, our next objective should be to head to SUMERU City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call SUMERU the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
But Paimon doesn't know the way to SUMERU City. Look, there's someone up ahead. Hey there. We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions.
Bo, she left you.
Did they not hear Paimon? Hey, you over there. Could you give us some directions? Wait, could she be ignoring us? How dare she?
Calm down. It's probably nothing to get worked up about.
Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. It looks like she's meditating or something. If we bother her now, she probably wouldn't let us off very lightly.
We already basically stalked her, so that was already bad enough.
What a lovely smell. It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least...
uh-oh.
Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good.
This smell, something's not right.
What? Is the smell making you feel sick?
Damn, her cooking is that bad? I gotta get out of here. Oh, dang, I really don't like whatever that is. I think I'm gonna pass out. Oh.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap.
What the fudge? What? Whoa, why is the sky bloody red and there's a really pretty tree? Yo. Am I high right now? Oh! Oh, dang.
The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Hi.
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from SUMERU as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
Thank you for the help.
Oh, no thanks are necessary. I didn't do anything, really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
No, I seem fine, except this taste in my mouth is so bitter.
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
Ew, man, more.
Whoops.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these.
I'm a little intimidated.
So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Yeah.
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for SUMERU scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned.
Well, that does some weird
That incense
stuff.
typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition,
Ooh.
as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
So, you know, maybe.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir.
Hey!
Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
I didn't want to stay here.
I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape.
Wow,
If you're
bro.
skeptical, have a whiff of this.
No, I really don't. Please. Oh.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's
Can you please
highly
put that
likely
away?
you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else.
I don't think what I saw were hallucinations.
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
I'm not sure. Felt as if I was standing deep underground, but the red sky could have been Conria.
Considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your
Conria has a
judgment,
red sky?
But,
I don't think he was telling us the truth.
huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations?
Yep.
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
All right, next let's see your right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time.
Dang! Is there something we can help with?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
I got a vision.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh?
Nope.
In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Bruh. This is boring. Being a forest ranger sucks. What the heck?
By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
What?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Is that
Rukkhadevata?
the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert.
Oh.
Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Does it coincide with Conria?
According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I I'm not too sure what happened,
I'm
to be
not
honest.
following any of this.
Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Oh, yes.
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Amber, Outrider of the Knights of Favonius?
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Oh.
There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
Wow, you really like
If you
her.
ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
Oh, whoa, okay.
To one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
How do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to SUMERU, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters.
Oh, okay.
In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion.
Wow. I wonder who that could be.
Nice work.
Interact with the statue, get the map. Boing. Resonate with Dendro. Boom, boom. Dendro Traveler. I heard that Dendro Traveler is actually, like, pretty good. Like, better than Kale. Which is a little sad because I did put in 2 10 pulls and did get her because I wanted her because she's adorable.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them. Whoops! No! You dropped it on the ground!
Oh
Not
dear.
to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
This is gonna become a reoccurring thing, isn't it? This is the second thing you've dropped
nearly
today.
had a heart attack there.
Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
What did you do?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little, but it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling. Why, oh why? Is she going to die?
That's funny.
Hey! Don't laugh! Hey! Now even Kale's starting to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some primordial wrath!
Primordial Wrath?
No! Don't touch me!
Oh. That sounded kind of intense.
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharvaville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Okay, we're kind of awkward here. Hi,
It's
Denari.
you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Wait, what? Paimon, what did you do?
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time.
Oh.
Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
That's
So,
really sad.
Tainari, What's really wrong with Kale?
And relatable.
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Okay.
Alright, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to.
Oh,
And
I see.
honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you.
Oh.
But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of SUMERU. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body,
Ugh.
and they effectively become completely immobile.
Ugh.
That sounds terrifying.
Ugh. They lose all control over their body?
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Oh.
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar.
That's just
Which
creepy.
is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
So is there any cure for Elazar?
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members
Bro.
lied and said they had a cure.
Bruh.
The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation.
Oh my.
Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor.
Oh my
I have no
god,
idea how this
the
doctor
Tory!
managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars.
Good god.
Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh my god.
Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Yeah, that's
by the way,
pretty
Paimon.
screwed up.
She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently.
Oh.
Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now.
Oh no.
All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Wait, can we come along?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction. There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll
I'm gonna get
rendezvous
more than
here
4.
once you've gathered the needed amount.
I'm not gonna be able to pronounce these names very well. If you wanted me to say some English names or Japanese names, no problem. But you want me to say something else, it's gonna get butchered, so... I'm just going by how the English voice actors say it.
Hey, Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality.
Tighnari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tighnari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in SUMERU. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the SUMERU rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
I can also control the elements.
But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Yeah, that's kind of the weird thing.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved.
Alright, let's do this.
Thank you, but I must warn you. Don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside of the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go.
I've seen these places around the map, but I just didn't know how to deal with it, so maybe I will actually learn how to deal with it.
Any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Because I've been in here, and then I was like, oh, and then left. Collect Dendrograna and then attack the withering branches. Okay. Charge shot? Oh? Oh my, okay. What the heck? Where do I get more? Okay, there. And then we shoot? Oh. But you gotta be careful. Okay.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
That thing? Okay.
The wind knows me. One with nature.
Scatter!
Yeah, shouldn't let your guard down.
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering.
Okay. Woo! Look at that!
Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears.
What the
If
frick?
that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover.
Oh. That's not good.
This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase. Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
What the fudge?
But why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
There's no way to permanently get rid of the withering?
No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in SUMERU for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
No, I haven't.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards.
Okay.
I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right?
Yes.
They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Sounds like that hallucination.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it.
I think we
It
heard
is
it.
also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
Do you mean Irminsul is sick?
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time until a cure is found.
Oi.
Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville. Huh. Wait, is that?
What?
Oh no, Hypatia!
So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it.
Sounds like it's gonna be stupid.
All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
So what exactly was it that I saw?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
What was that? Who's here? What? Oh, there she is. What the heck? What is that? What the? What the heck? Oh, that thing making me pass. Oh, okay. What? What?
There you are.
What?
Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first.
What is?
How things out here end up looking like this?
What the heck is going
What
on?
happened? And where are we?
Oh my god, relax, but there must be a logical explanation for all this. You sometimes find bouncy mushrooms. Okay. Whee! Oh, I found them. I found the bouncy
Get
mushroom.
used to this.
Ah! Oh my god, why did he jump off?
I could
very
get used to
strong.
this.
What is this? What the? What? Oh no! Boing. Okay. What the frick is going on? Oh! What the? What the frick? Kind of looks like Kazuo's domain from the archipelago. Whoa! Oh, pretty.
One with nature. Into the wind.
Oh! Oh my god, we get to such a bright.
What is going on here?
What? What? Symbols. Okay, they need to line up. There we. Whoa! What the fudge? Yeah, that's gonna. That would definitely make me sick. Wait, why is it a picture now? What the fudge is happening? Okay. Who the? Who? Abyss Herald.
Well. Looks like we meet again, traveler.
You're just here? What? Where did the traveler?
Before the abyss.
The wind knows it. Falling leaves, adorn my night, one with nature.
Exterminate!
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Woo! Look at the thing I'm blooming. It's this big old flower.
Yeah.
That's like damage or something.
As one with wind and cloud.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy?
Yeah, I was wondering that
Paimon
too.
doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
I don't know. We can't get the shield.
Though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are.
I still must find my brother!
Your brother? His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
What the? Oh. Oh, that was a weird trip. Or was it a trip? I don't know anymore.
Hey, why'd you drop our food on the floor like that?
Sorry, I kind of zoned out for a second there.
Are you okay? That's really not like you. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Maybe the traveler's mental state is off.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
Do I look like Dainari? Anyway.
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Is it a little round creature?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
Oh my god,
I
Paimon.
actually do believe what the traveler is saying.
Everything
I
is weird
myself had
here.
a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
Okay, why did it have to be so
Hypatia,
personal and
just what kind of
dangerous and
creature
scary
is
though?
your neighbor exactly?
Couldn't it have been a
I'm
nice
not sure what it's
dream?
called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon.
This is just freaky, dude.
I know this
What is
because
all
the
these
first
things
time
messing
I
with
saw
our
them
brains?
was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul.
Sounds like a great neighbor.
Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Yeah.
You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does
sorry
this
about
incense
that.
allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn Ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power.
Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro-Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn Ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself.
What the
That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Okay.
Wow. So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro-Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh, is that true?
Oh.
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming.
Oh.
I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. World forget me. What could that possibly mean?
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's really awkward.
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to SUMERU City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. I assume you will be heading to SUMERU City, correct?
That's right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Okay. Well, that was great.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in SUMERU City?
Let me think. My trips to SUMERU... How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amurta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile.
Okay.
I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Aww.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to SUMERU City.
Please take care of yourself, Kale. We'll be back to see you soon.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met.
No.
I just
No.
wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend. Not some girl that needs your sympathy.
Yeah,
But
I
guess now I
100%
understand that the most
understand
important
that
thing
very
is for
well.
friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because
Shut
we're
up,
friends and
Paimon.
we care about you.
Thank you. It means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember?
Yay! Thanks, Kale.
Wow, it's real busy out here. What the heck?
SUMERU City! We finally made it.
Alright.
Did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
Yeah, it's those
One
weird
moment, please, you
earpieces.
two. It appears this is your first time visiting SUMERU City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because we're not wearing those
Because there's
earpieces.
currently no information on either of you in the Akasha.
Oh.
But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to SUMERU City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
Alright. Woo! Whoa. What? Woo.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that'll come in
It's
real
a
handy.
weird VR thing.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to SUMERU City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Paimon doesn't sense anything. Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Hello, are you Rohawi?
Hello?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results. But...
I think you misunderstood us.
Here, this is a letter from Tainari.
Oh, let me see. Oh, ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So you two just have some questions for me? Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha.
We already did that. Unless they...
Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
Oh, great.
What? You too?
Yeah, Catherine! The Adventurers Guild!
Ad Astra Abyssask. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Yay!
You two wish to meet with SUMERU's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information on the Akasha. The Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites.
Okay.
They take on various contracts and work all across SUMERU, so they naturally accrue intelligence.
Okay.
An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of SUMERU City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Okay.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
Whoa, that was fast.
Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
What? What the frick?
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid.
That's not what I'm doing!
Us,
okay, I guess it's kind of what I'm doing.
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule SUMERU. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. In their eyes, she was the one who founded SUMERU and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance.
Really? Aw. Seems Osfund was right about most people's attitudes here.
Womp womp.
Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it.
Bruh.
We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru.
I thought this was a place of wisdom. Why aren't they looking for information?
Everything seems.
What the frick? It's like the opposite.
Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I don't know.
You two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that,
What?
It seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
What?
You think they're looking for her? Ugh, this stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali! We can't let them get in the way now. Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad.
Paimon, you can't say things like that.
Have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
How about we find some place to hide?
Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
All right, let's move out.
Ooh, fancy. taverns are nice here.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
What the? Oh, hey, yo. Pyrot's face.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Wait a sec! Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back.
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know what I'm doing. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to, because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents. This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine, I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia.
It's just pretty. It's very colorful.
Well, if it isn't Dia, haven't
Dia.
seen you in nearly half a year.
Is it Dia or Dia? I don't know how
Word
you
on the
say her name.
street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now.
Homayani family.
Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack.
Ew.
And they run cheap. Look, other
coconut
customers over there
charcoal
are eating
cakes?
some now.
Oh.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Bye, my mopass.
That's the first time that I've heard of a Genshin food that I don't want to eat.
So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Oh.
Huh? Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound.
Ugh.
At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you. All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen. And can you make my illness go away? Oh. I'm sorry, but I'm not powerful enough to do that right now.
Wow.
Then, can you be my friend?
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books.
Wow.
That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zero's festival for her.
What's the Sub-Zero's festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to SUMERU. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival. The Academia actively participates in SUMERU's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zero's festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it. I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day, but I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at SUMERU City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Wow! This place is amazing!
Oh my gosh!
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the Academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances. Thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad. With the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover.
It's really pretty.
The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality. She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zero's, the most important performance at the Sub-Zero's festival.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be. According to legend, the Sub-Zero's festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment." Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered parisaras around the stage.
Wow.
They symbolize the goddess of flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real Patisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Patisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine.
What? Catherine? Catherine's not behind the walls anymore? She's walking around! Oh my god, Catherine's a person and not a robot. What the frick?
Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the adventure.
Exactly! What the
This
fuck
is the
is
first time
happening?
we've ever seen her taking a break.
Oh my god.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Are you serious? We'd love that.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
Hello again!
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Osfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered SUMERU City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell them what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves.
And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City.
Oh.
There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for the Scarlet King." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are. The Scarlet King's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return.
Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia! And you too, Osfon! Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
And a different vibe.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
What?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein El Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for?
Interesting.
I wouldn't worry.
So, what's our plan?
Let's go to Jafar Tavern.
Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind?
I mean, I have that kind of money. I got like, what, like 8 million more right now? Or 9 million more? I can afford it. Oh.
Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned. Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
Oh, who are
So,
you?
they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
We're just gonna go ask them? That's not very cool, but you know what? Whatever. We can take care of it if it
Who are
goes
you?
bad.
What do you want?
I'm a traveler. Or I'm a student from the academia. What if I said I was a student?
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
I'm looking for info about a certain something.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
I can hand him 50 more, hand him 500,000 more. Well, he's not gonna give me information unless I just hand him that more, so.
Paimon can't stand to see so much mora go. But there's no other choice right now.
I got it, it's okay, I got the money.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
I just have one more question.
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now.
As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King.
Yeah?
Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies.
Wow.
Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King.
Can you tell us more about the Oracle?
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Okay.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Oh.
Huh?
Hello?
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory.
Oh.
Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the mora you're worth.
Wow.
Hey, shut it all, Hatham. What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this,
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat.
Dang!
If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
I gotta
Not
see
so
this.
Fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Yeah.
Don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Wow.
Did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too. Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions.
Alright, I'm gonna end this episode here, because I already have like 3 hours of footage to get through, and I have no idea how long this video is gonna be through. So, I'm gonna leave it here for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.